The next call is a split call. Eugenie Sage, 5 minutes.
Tēnā koe, Mr Speaker, thank you. Like the previous speaker in this third reading, I'm not going to rehash provisions of the bill, but I would like to place on record our thanks to all of the professionals in Kaikoura and North Canterbury and Marlborough who are working so hard to deal with the aftermath of the earthquakes. People like the scientist, Dr. Kelvin Berryman, who's been on video just explaining the whole process of the uplift on the coast, helping understand the energy that the quakes release, the damage that that has done, assisting people working to reopen the road, all of the professionals from the Canterbury Area Health Board who are there, having experienced the Canterbury earthquakes, knowing how to respond, working alongside people in Kaikoura. Going down to the new council building about 10 days ago, and that is now the hub of the civil defence activity. Enormous number of people there putting in very long hours to provide that practical support to the community, working alongside a lot of volunteers in the fire service and elsewhere, all of the folk on the marae who provided such enormous hospitality and support for a lot of the tourists and others. And the large number of public servants here in Wellington who've put in a lot of time in developing and drafting this legislation. Would also like again to acknowledge the Minister and his consultation. Councils such as Waimakariri, which have provided staff to work alongside the very small Kaikoura District Council to share their experience of responding and the best ways of the community and the council working to pick up the pieces after the quake. Would also, given the collaborative nature in which this bill has developed, would encourage the government with the national emergency response, the bill that's going to come into the House later, to encourage the government to produce an exposure draft, because where there is an opportunity for all parties and stakeholders to comment on that before it goes formally into the House, it develops better law, we have a better, more constructive debate around the provisions, and it is just generally better informed. So this process with this small but important bill has been a good one, and I think with that, Mr Speaker, thank you.